There's no shortage of online apps, online tools to help you build a business and be a successful design professional. But a lot of those are actually free. The best free online apps and tools for 2020. Stay tuned. Giving architects and landscape architects the tools and strategies to be seen, heard, and valued in the marketplace, and telling the stories of leaders building thriving design firms and attracting their ideal clients. This is From Architecture to Profitecture. I'm your host, Jay Krakowski. Let's get started. Now we need to jump over to some of the drier stuff. Drawing management. A critical piece, though, of keeping yourself organized and keeping yourself in the know, especially if you're out on a job site. The first is Autodesk Viewer. Now, if you are completely in the Autodesk, AutoCAD, Revit world of architectural design, this integrates very well. Some have said it's a little clunky, especially on a mobile device, and I have seen that as well. But it is their built-in viewer so that you can pull up your drawings and your designs on the fly, especially when you're out on site. Stay in the know that way. The next one is BIMX, and that is exclusively for ArchiCAD users. I am not an ArchiCAD user, therefore I have not played around with this at all. But you've got your measuring tools, you've got your collaboration tools, you've got your presentation tools, and it works on both iOS and Android devices. So again, if you're an ArchiCAD user, BIMX is a great option there. The next one would be View for iPad. Another way to pull up your construction documents, add markups, and sync them to your Dropbox or whatever cloud-based repository you have for your drawings. I know a lot of folks are using this. Again, I have not, but it's a free option out there that you could explore. And then lastly, if you're using SketchUp models to do your work, SketchUp Viewer is, again, it's their free viewer where you can pull it up. You can twist and look at different views. I believe you're able to save different layer states. You can turn things on and off, so that's helpful. That's built into or highly functional with your SketchUp models there. And then last, on drawing management, of course, we need PDFs. If you've saved your drawings down to PDFs, this is great. This is a free editor to be able to annotate them, and you can even change text and images, which is kind of cool without having the full version of, say, Acrobat or whatever PDF editor you are using. That's PDF Expert. Managed our drawings, we managed our presentations. Now it's time to go out to the site. So site visits, I've got a few free apps for you to use here. First would be Magic Plan. Magic Plan is an app where you can take measurements right there on the fly. Do I dare play a YouTube video on a live stream? Well, let's see how it works. And this again integrates AR technology where you're taking your point and you're marking the points on the wall. It's calculating distances, and then you can actually drop in windows and doors, which is awesome. Which is going to make those site analysis visits and those as-built measurements all that much quicker and easier. I'm excited to try this because I only found out about this week in prepping for this podcast, because that's going to save me a heck of a lot of time measuring the homes where I'm planning for a renovation. Now, of course, they do have a pro version you can upgrade to, which allows you to save a lot more projects, allows you to export and import different things. So it can be a pretty powerful tool, but just to get you started, if you're needing to go out and make measurements of certainly smaller projects, this could be a really great app for you. The next one to use on site in terms of measurement is the Measure app. Now, there is a comparable one on the Google Play Store for Android, but Measure app is, again, using AR technology, you're able to measure relatively smaller distances. You won't be able to measure hundreds of feet with this thing, but you can measure distances and areas. I believe there's a level tool included in that. But one that I have used, there's actually a different app, and there's probably a ton of them, but this is the one I use, Bubble Level. And what I really like about this is the surface level. I can just put the phone flat on the floor instead of trying to have to balance it on its edge, figure out if a surface is level. So that's great for floors there. And then of course the bubble level for walls and different elements in your design. Those are helpful when you're actually doing the work on site and then documenting the work on site, with free note-taking apps, Evernote has been my go-to. I've got all my notes for work, all my notes. I have separate folders for personal stuff. I pretty much do everything in Evernote. It keeps me much more organized than the standard notes app that comes with the phone, just because I can group things together, and you can even add photos in here. You can get fancy with it. Of course, there are paid plans to premium and business if you're running a team and everyone wants to sync notes together, especially site visit notes. This is a great tool. And if you like the look of handwritten writing, recently Evernote acquired Penultimate. So if you've got your trusty Apple Pencil there, you can make more handwritten notes with different colors and add a little sketch on the side. It's a little more sketchbook feel. And again, this is totally free. And, I will say that there are different sketchbook apps. There are certainly different sketching apps, potentially better ones that cost money. But today we're only just talking about the free ones. So once you're done with your site visits and you're digging into your project management, I have a few apps here, a couple of which I have used, one of which I continue to use, one I don't. So first is Asana, and that is a cloud-based tool, really helpful for small teams where you are assigning tasks, you're assigning due dates, and you're tracking things on a schedule. You've also got the Kanban or Kanban, don't know how to pronounce it, card stacks where you can flip things around and organize things in different columns as you see fit. The Pro version, I believe, gets you into that timeline view that you just saw. But certainly in the free view, you can drop dates on there and be able to track your project management that way. The next is Airtable. I have not used this one yet, but it is another free. It's kind of in the realm of Asana, and the next one, Trello. Again, it's collaborative. You're assigning and structuring different tasks. You're assigning priorities to them and due dates and who's working on what. This could be another option for you that's out there. I know the big one out there is Monday.com. I don't believe they have a free version, but they are certainly advertising the most. The one that I've used the most, and the one that I'm most comfortable with, because I love the Kanban, being able to flip cards back and forth to different columns, is Trello. You're able to set your cards, and you can order them and move the order around, and doing, done is a great way to work through projects, especially in creating YouTube videos. That's where I've seen the most success with it, or in updating websites. And then within each card, you've got who's working on what and what the due date is, and you can add little checklists inside of each task. So it's a pretty clear-cut way, for me at least, to stay on track with different projects. So that's Trello. The next piece after project management is client management. So if we're not keeping track of our clients, then projects can just as easily run off course. A few CRMs, customer relationship management tools. CRM is much easier to say. A couple free ones if you're not just using a Google Doc, which is perfectly fine too. You can just use Google Sheets or the Microsoft Word equivalent. But if you want a cloud-based piece of software that's a little more user-friendly, in my opinion, one of them is HubSpot. Their CRM is totally free. It's unlimited, pretty much everything for you to track certainly your client information and all their basic project information, but then all of your correspondence with them can go in here as well, whether that's you're recording audio calls, if you've got permission to do that. If you've got due dates for follow-ups and check-ins and future site visits and all that good stuff. And also as they are potential clients, being able to track them through whatever client funnel you've got to turn them from prospect into client. This also integrates with all your email marketing stuff. So that could be a good free option for you to manage your clients. This one that I had forgotten about, I heard about it probably a year ago and just rediscovered it this week, is Streak. It is a Chrome plugin that integrates with your Gmail account. So as you are reaching out or as you're receiving emails from clients and potential clients, you can begin to tag them and put them in different folders so that they are part of your business pipeline. So I thought that could be a really neat option if you'd like to have as few apps as possible, which I do. Integrating a plugin or an extension into another app that you use every day. I use Gmail, but that could be a great option for you there. And then another one that's free and super robust, but potentially overkill, is Bittrex. Bitrix 24 is their free platform here. So you're tracking all your correspondence and communications with them. This one, in addition to just straight scheduling and the Kanban cards, you can create Gantt charts, which when you're especially in construction, who doesn't love a great Gantt chart? So you're able to track the progress of everything. And that could also be in the design process. If your mind works in a visual nature where Gantt charts make the most sense, Bitrix has that here. And of course, all the client information and all the prospect funnels, anything you could want is on here. I believe it's cloud-based as well. And as you can see here, you can actually create little websites as well. The caveat there for the free version is that they'll have whatever name .bitrix24.com. That doesn't sit well with me as a business owner, but if it's something to get you started, then this is a great option. Let me know in the comments, have you used any of these, or are there other free tools or online apps that you're using with success? So I'd love to be able to share those with everyone else that sees this video. There are tons of tools out there to allow you to make the life that you want. So I hope that these were helpful. If there's anything else I can help with, give me a direct message. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram @jkrakowski. Go out and make it a great week. Go out and make your firm the best it can be with free tools or otherwise, because truly our success is inevitable. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you stay up to date with future episodes. Connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn @jkrakowski. And for show notes and much more, visit profitecturebydesign.com/podcast.